on YouTube. He's also the co-founder of this awesome site called Not Adam and Steve. I love it. His first childhood crush was on Iceman from X-Men because his costume was like just a pair of briefs and a belt. And if he had to come out about one thing, it would probably be that he's the only queer man in America who doesn't like Britney Spears. And I give him a lot of credit for coming out about that. Thank you. Here is the handsome RJ Aguiar with Cock Blocked.
That's how we work a mic stand. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So, let's talk about butt sex, shall we? Right? What coming out show would be complete without some good old-fashioned anal? I mean, first off, let me just say that if you haven't tried anal, specifically bottoming, you should. Got a few fans in the audience, I can tell. A couple. 5 out of 5 stars on Yelp. I should know, I wrote the review. Would recommend to a friend. Great for couples, great for groups. Not so great for kids. Oh, come on. That being said, starting off, bottoming isn't always easy. I mean, there are guys that have been able to make a baseball bat disappear since they were 16. I was not one of those guys. My journey towards bottoming was a bit longer and a little bit more challenging, and I have my parents to blame for that. We'll get there, okay? We'll get there. So, my parents are both Cuban immigrants, which means my dad subscribed to that centuries-old tradition of Latino machismo and made sure that he toughened up his sons as much as he could. Then you had my mother, who was the Catholic school principal. So not only were we in church every Sunday, I was in religious ed classes every Wednesday, I was on weekend retreats every other month, and over the summer, when I wasn't in school, I was going to Mass during the week, and I was going to week-long retreats at a Benedictine Abbey. For those of you who don't know, that's where the monks and the nuns live. So putting it mildly, my community expected me to act a certain way, mainly like a butch Cuban. But the only problem with that is that's not who I was becoming underneath. So in order to survive, I had to blend. And in order to do that, that meant micro-analyzing every last little mannerism and word that I said. Again, a lot of people know what I'm talking about. Like, no detail was too small, because God forbid someone were to observe the way that I hold a water bottle, which is foul enough as it is, and conclude from the way that I took a sip from it that he's pretending that's a penis right now. And even when I was by myself, I wasn't safe, because I was still being watched by that guy. And anytime I slipped up, I had to confess all of my intimate, most deep, dark secrets with the most sexually repressed man in the entire church. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I saw Brad Pitt's butt in the movie Troy, and I thought about it later when I was masturbating. I see. Could you describe it in more detail? So, when I eventually left the church and went to college, that mindset still kind of stayed with me. To the point where when I met my first boyfriend at age 20, I still wasn't fully out of the closet. So if we weren't holding hands in public, it was a pretty safe bet he wasn't going anywhere near my ass. But it was okay, because he liked to bottom, I liked to top, it was a match made in heaven. Until one night, several months in, I made the mistake of calling him a pain in the ass. That went over like a fart in church. And so, of course, he responds, "Oh, me, a pain in your ass. There's a new concept." And my, fragile male ego responds with, "What, babe? I haven't heard any complaints." That jackass elicits this response from him: "You think you're more of a man because you top?" For the record, that wasn't true, because while he hated bugs and other crawly things that move faster than him, he was also the outdoorsy one. He liked to hike, he liked to camp. He knew how to work on cars. Camping, for me, is when I have to go to a hotel's vending machine because they don't have room service. But nonetheless, the challenge had been thrown down, and I'd be damned if I was going to let this challenge go unmet. So, the next time we start getting hot and heavy, I inform him, hey babe, bend me over, go to town, go ahead. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, how hard can it be? Go ahead. Let me show you how it's done, come on. I'm going to go on record and just say that taking a dick with grace is about the manliest thing you can do. The hard way that night because he could barely get the tip in before I was like, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. Okay. Yeah. So he won that round. But that only made me more determined. And so I did what any millennial does when they have a sex question. I Googled it. First time bottoming tips. And sure enough, before long I had a very comprehensive, educational, and gently worded guide on preparing your rectum for anal penetration. Yeah. And for those of you would-be bottoms in the audience, the trick is to start in the shower. The warm water relaxes all your muscles back there, and it's easy to clear away any residue. If you look at the anatomy of butt sex, you've got like your entrance right here. You've got that first couple inches of hell. That's all these muscles and nerve endings. Their sole job is to just keep anything from coming in and clamping shut. So the trick is you got to massage the outside very gently, and just acquaint yourself with the sensation, and just wait for the muscles to relax. And when they relax, you can very slowly, very gently start to insert the tip of one finger. And as you continue inside, listen to your body. If at any point you experience discomfort, which is code for get it out, 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 you're supposed to just wait for your body to relax before continuing, and don't rush because that's how it hurts. Once you make it past these couple inches of hell, you get to the rectum. And the rectum is where you have the sweet spot. The little magic lamp inside the Cave of Wonders that makes your dreams come true. That's right here. And after my third or so hour-long shower, I find the lamp. And let me tell you, blessed be, just, oh, it felt good. I felt like Jasmine on the magic carpet. Just a whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. Now that I knew what I was after, I approached the rest of my bottom training with renewed vigor. Now, according to the guide, I needed to be able to fit 3 fingers in me comfortably before I was ready for sex, and that equated to about another week or so of running up our water bill. And just to make sure, I also shaved back there, I made it look nice, I made it look presentable. And so the next time that we start getting hot and heavy, I know this is it. The time for bottoming is at hand. And so once again, I inform my boyfriend that it's his turn to top. He's like, are you sure? And I'm like, it's okay, I've been practicing. He gives me a look that's like, oh, that's what he was doing in the shower, okay. He yanks down my briefs. He sees all the nice work I've been doing for him. And then he starts to go to town on me with his tongue. Woo! I was not ready for that. I flinched because I can just see my mother's face looking very appalled. He literally kisses his mother with that mouth. I wonder if she knows what else he does with it. I can't. And it was a little bit weird. It was a new sensation. I'm like, oh, is that sanitary? Is he supposed to do that? I don't know if that... Okay. This feels good. Again, I'm back on the magic carpet, only this time I have Aladdin to show me the way. Don't you dare close your eyes. Hold your breath, it gets better. Those are the real lyrics to the song, by the way. That song is about anal, I just want you to know. You'll never be able to hear it again. You're welcome. Just, I'm like a shooting star. Come so far. Burn that in your retinas right now. So this is it. This is the moment of truth, okay? So I point him towards the bottle of wet platinum silicone-based lube I purchased just for the occasion.
Yes.
Thank you. He knows. They know right here. And as he's lubing up, I just tell myself, remember your training. Don't forget to breathe. You've got this. And about 3 seconds into him sticking it in, the voice comes back. Get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. Let's face it, he's not small, okay? Like 3 fingers, look at that really does not do him justice. So we decide we're gonna switch positions. He's gonna lay down on his back, I'm gonna sit on it, that way I get to dictate the pace. Okay, good. So I get everything in position, and I just remember my training. I very gently insert it in, and if I experience any discomfort, I just stop and wait for my body to relax. As it turns out, this was a very time-consuming process. We're about 30 minutes in, and I'm about 2 inches down. God bless him, he was still hard. I don't know how. Patience of an absolute saint. But if we remember our anatomy lesson, this is where I am on the map. So I'm just a ½ inch away from heaven, okay? I'm at the home stretch, so I just close my eyes, I take a deep breath, and then I open my eyes, and I see something scurry on the headboard. Fuck. I turn, and to my absolute horror, I see sitting on the headboard the biggest cockroach I've ever seen. I could have ridden this fucker, okay? Like, I just want to, like, this was not just an insect. This was a biblical plague, okay? Like, if God had sent this motherfucker to get, like, Moses and the Jews out of Egypt, Pharaoh would have just been like, get the fuck out. Put a saddle on that thing and go. And for a split second, I think, but I'm almost there. Maybe I can just pretend I don't see him? But that's not an option, because remember, my boyfriend who's currently halfway inside of me hates bugs. Hates them. And he can tell from the look on my face that something is wrong. More importantly, I have now clenched so tight that my ass is a pencil sharpener, okay? Something is up. And so all I can muster to say is, don't move. Which, as it turns out, was the wrong thing to say, because then he traces my eye line and his eyes rest on the behemoth. It's game over at that point. He yanks himself out of me, which any of you butt sex aficionados know, that's a huge no-no. 1, because it hurts a lot. Number 2, it creates this nice plunger effect, where anything that's hanging out in your large intestines is just, that comes out to play, just... Bask in my shame, bask in it. So now he's covered in residue. I know. He runs into the bathroom, slams the door, locks it. That slam is the cockroach's cue to scurry behind the headboard. So I had, in essence, just been cockroach blocked. It's come full circle. We've reached the title. And now one thing was certain. I would have my vengeance. This is no longer an insect. This is like the personification of just years and decades of societal and religious oppression that's currently hiding behind the headboard. So I rush to the closet, I get a shoe, and I start reaching it behind to try to get him. Mind you, I am still butt-ass naked, still dripping with what I hope is just lube. I know.
It's okay.
And at that point is when the cockroach makes one fatal mistake. He makes a break for it in open air. And within 2 seconds, I am on his ass. And just the level of violence that I unleashed on this insect was unnecessary, okay? This gratuitous, Tarantino-esque amount of violence, this is some Game of Thrones shit, okay? Like how you wanted Joffrey to die, that's how this insect died. He was gone in 2 hits. By the time I was done with him, he was basically a gel. But even then, our romantic evening had been ruined, so all we could do was clean ourselves up, collect what was left of our dignity, and go to bed in the very same bed where this had all just taken place. Sleep was impossible for me for many reasons, the primary of which I could hear him mocking me up there. And I just think to myself, am I destined to be a top for the rest of my life? Thankfully, this story has a happy ending. Because guess who brought it home the very next night? In the same bed, same position, and for good measure, at the grand finale, it lands on the very same headboard that the cockroach had been on the night before. And there's even more good news, because believe it or not, me and this boy are still together. He's now my fiance. He's here. He's somewhere in the back. And I shit you not, tonight we're actually celebrating 5 years together. So if I was going to leave you guys with any message from this story, it's that true love truly does conquer all.